We're not going the extra mile like Big Mama. Big Mama was different. Ain't no Big Mamas now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a Pop Pop. A lot of those, that's gone because we're selfish. It's all about what we want and what we think and what we feel, not what is best for the child. Sometimes what's best for the child is for you to put your selfishness up and allow that child to grow up with the other side of the family and not keep that child away from the other side because you want to prove a point.
Absolutely. And y'all gonna mess around. Let's keep it real. Y'all gonna mess around.
I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, and that is true. You shouldn't keep your family from their other side of the family or whatever, the father side, mother side, whoever side. You shouldn't. But just like, Derek, you say, oh, you gotta, let your kids go through the same things that you went through. That all depends on the age they are. Because what you're
going through.
You're not going, it, like I said, it depends on their ages, because you do have very mean people that surround your kids. Right. So if my child is a child, I'm not subjecting my child to some toxic ass person talking about them or calling them names or whatever the situation may be. We're not doing that, especially at a young age. Now, when they get older, that's something different. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cancer Conversations. You see Derek keep on rushing into my intro. You see this, right? It's all good in the hood, though. Hi, Derek. Might as well say hi to everybody.
Looking crazy. I'm cute. I'm definitely cute, but we should have gave me a proper introduction.
Well, I didn't expect to see your face.
I was like, wait a minute.
I didn't expect to see your face. So, yeah.
So I'm about to leave so you can introduce me again.
No, you ain't gotta leave. You can stay right there. I can't stand that. Hello, beautiful people. How y'all doing today? Welcome to Cancer Conversations. I am, of always, your host, Kyra, and we were running late today, but we are here to show our asses. Sure, let's get this party started, and let's bring out the one and only Mr. Rashawn Davis.
Let's get started.
I'm about to say, you just gonna throw up a gang sign and call it a day.
Got my Hampton shirt on. Hampton University.
Hey, Portia. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
That's what we getting from you today?
Yeah, because we late. Let's go.
Well, that's Derek for.
I know.
That is all on Derek. All right. Even though y'all just seen Derek, and Derek is the reason why we're not on time. Let's bring Derek back to the stage.
You got some nerve.
I'm always on time.
It's 9 o'clock because of you.
Derek, you are lopsided.
I don't know. My camera doing its own thing. But hold on, let's talk about this before you start. We are not going to start the show off with Fizz. We are not late because of Derek. Derek had already had a whole broadcast going, so you already know the truth.
We are late because of Derek. I said it, I claimed it, and that's my story, and that's what I'm sticking to.
Lies and fairy tales, but we're gonna go with that. Then we're just gonna go with it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? All right, beautiful people. Since we are late, and that's very what the census is today.
We got videos or no?
No, I don't know what's going on with my Facebook today. I can't get my I can't share for some particular reason. I think they unblocked me from sharing and stuff. I don't know what I did now, but it
Because
is
you're a
what it
bully.
is. I'm a who and a what and a where. I ain't did nothing to nobody on Facebook for me to get blocked and banned.
No, not you. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Who would
exactly.
think that?
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the support from my cousin.
What support?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I don't know.
That I ain't
That was
did nothing.
about as sarcastic as they come.
This is true.
We know good and well
This
you
is
see
true.
people done got blocked for something, for anything,
I ain't did
any
nothing.
number of things.
No, never.
I ain't did nothing. I'm the nicest person ever that you could ever be
So
around. You could ever meet. I'm the nice.
let
I'm
me
the nice one.
let me start with this disclaimer. I'm on site. I'm still at a show, so I may have to turn the camera off and come back and come, but I'm still here. But if you see my camera go off, I don't want nobody saying nothing smart because Kyra got to be the talking head for 3 weeks.
I ain't had no computer.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You got a bunch of excuses, so I'm giving excuses today.
I ain't telling you to double book yourself.
I was supposed to be already done, but comedy is comedy.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But I
there you
felt
go.
that was important that I be a part of this conversation
That's right.
because these women out here are tearing up the
Uh-uh.
candid conversations page with all of their insights on this travesty, this sad occasion,
It
and
is
it's
a
such
damn
toxicity
tragedy.
that's just running through candid conversation land in the midst of a sad occasion.
Well, I know that a lot of people had something to say about this question that we have. I put it on social media about, husband dies, leaves wife $5 million, mistress shows up with 2 kids, asking for some help because she about to lose everything, and it's like, all right, would you give the money? So everybody had their comments. I think Tony had the best one.
Yeah, Tony need therapy,
Tony had the best. Tony was outraged,
but she was
but
outraged.
she was outraged. But she had the best one.
Outrage was kind of
And it
understated.
is, you kind of figured that it was going to be everybody saying yes, they will do it. They're gonna help. They're gonna, whatever. But
I mean, in short, what was her comment?
Thank you.
she left 3. So yeah,
She was
she left
running on
3.
a rant like she was rocking. She put one
I
out,
know. I seen
then
it.
another.
I'm just speaking for the.
Yeah, you should
Basically,
read.
it was basically her saying that that's not her problem. It's not her problem because the wording is mistress. She was a mistress. So, who problem is that? Is it my problem that you was messing with my husband, had kids, and now he dead and he ain't leave y'all nothing? Who problem is that? Not my problem. And why are women accepting mistresses in their children's? Like it's okay. I don't know. I was very it was very interesting. But like I said, she had a lot to say. She definitely had a lot to say. So we are going to get into women supporting their spouses and significant other mistresses, Sidechics and they babies that they making. I don't know when this became acceptable in the world. But at the end of the day, we just gotta make this very clear. Children have nothing to do with anything because they're the innocent ones. They're the ones that did not actually be born to this world. So it's not on the child, it's more on the adults. So I don't believe that you should be taking anything out on children because it's not, their fault that their father was a hoe. And so was their mom. I'm just saying. So Sean, how do you feel about this topic? Let's hear your enlightening words. Because you're Mr. all the damn time.
Derek, she love to throw me under the bus, huh?
I'm just saying, you like to be. I want to know, where is there peace in the word mistress?
I'm not gonna go there. All right.
What do you mean by peace in the word mistress?
I'm not gonna go there. Where I'm gonna go is the reality of the situation and how we choose to move in dysfunction.
Come on.
And not the way that we're supposed to move, right?
Come on, somebody.
Now, when you have children, a child or children, right, and you bring them in the world, something happens to you, it goes to the next of kin, right? The beneficiary of whoever is the person that was the money getter, like
give them the facts. Give them the facts.
Yes. Whoever is the one that made the money and who they made the beneficiary. So our culture is 80% out of wedlock, right? Children are born 80% out of wedlock. And we continue to do this. And somebody said to me a long time ago, like, we have to change our culture and understand that, if you're not married to this person, you don't have any right to those funds. You don't have the rights so you can be the best girlfriend or whatever you want to be. But if you're not on that paperwork, you ain't got nothing coming. You ain't got nothing coming. So if you don't handle your business the right way, and you're a girlfriend for 20 years, and if that man passed away and got $1 million in that account, it's going to his beneficiary because you're not his wife. Simple and plain. You're not his wife. If you're not the child or the children or whoever he put on the paperwork as the beneficiary, you ain't got nothing coming. So whatever works in this scenario with, what you had, the scenario you put out.
Yeah, the money was left to his wife. No money was left for the kids.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, because yes.
And that's the biggest thing. That's why.
There was
so much toxicity because people are really commenting like they have a choice. Like, oh, I would. It doesn't matter what you would do because once the tests come back that these are absolutely, without a doubt, his children, that money leaves that wife's hands and goes to the children. So she don't have a choice. Some people's like, oh, I'll give him a certain amount of time, and none of that matters because once it's deemed that these are his children, that his blood is running through their veins, nobody has a say on who helping who, because that becomes his children's money. His children becomes the benefactor, and
but
children trumps the wife.
that's
But
not the case.
actually,
No, no, that's
the
not
wife
true.
is the next to kin.
Yeah,
No,
that's not true.
the
The
children are
wife
next.
becomes the next to kin.
No, when you have children, the children become next to kin, not the wife.
No, the children, if you have children, they're not of age to be the
Right?
beneficiary. So
No,
the
no,
wife is.
no. She becomes the executor over the estate, but the kids
Yeah.
become. She becomes the executor over the estate, but the children are the benefactors. That means that
But she controls the money.
she controls when she controls the decisions that are done with the money, but but the money is the kids.
But she controls it.
She can control it, but it's the kids' money.
No matter what. If she say, I want to do this and I want to do that,
She can't
the kid,
because it's the kids. It has to
that's
benefit
not
the
true.
kids. It is. I'm a ward
No,
of the
that would
state.
have they would have to actually go to court
I
Yeah,
because
am.
at
that's
the
a
end of the
court
day,
case, Derek.
if he
Listen,
left
I am.
if he left a will or whatever, because it didn't say how the money was given
A
to
will
let
is different. Yeah, a will is
A will
different.
is different.
it says that he left the wife $5 million and he did not leave the mistress and children anything.
She didn't
But
know
he
anything
did
about it.
pay, for their monthly, he did pay for the mistresses, all her expenses, and the children.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
the wife is the next of kin.
The wife is the
no,
next of kin.
the wife is not
No,
the next.
I dealt, Derek. I dealt with this. I dealt with this.
I dealt with it. I
Well, I
lived
dealt
it.
with this with a family member. I dealt with
I,
this with a family member.
I'm telling you, I lived it. The wife is
Me
not the next
too.
of kin. The wife is
Me
not the
too.
next
I
of kin.
dealt with this with a family member. And
The children.
when we went to handle business, the first thing that they said to us is, "You got to bring his wife.
Yeah,
His wife, his wife is in control of the estate."
right. But isn't but she's not. You could be in control of something without, but you don't. You don't have access to being in control of something. Meaning,
What do you
the way
mean?
if they had to go to court, they would go to court to prove that the children are his. Once they go to court to prove that the children are his, they are rightfully due piece of whatever money he was left.
Well,
And because
the wife could have been on. The wife could do whatever she wanted to do by then.
no, she can't because they freeze all
Yes,
access. She don't have access as long as there's a court case pending. She don't have access over that money.
the wife, the
The
wife
wife,
is the
nobody.
next of kin.
No, it doesn't. The money once children become fourth, there's an investigation on if those kids are that belong to that person. If those kids belong to that person, while that investigation going, that money is held up in escrow. Nobody can touch it.
No, from what I went through, the kids was actually grown, but the wife was in control of it because she's the wife.
And he left her the beneficiary.
Right. But if they were going
There
to a
was no
court,
paperwork. There was no paperwork.
right,
There was no paperwork. It was just this happened.
right.
The wife was in control.
And if they're going through
I
court,
could we couldn't even go to see anything
right,
to ask a question.
right. You had the
It
wife
was
is
the
the only
wife.
person. The wife is the
Because
only known
the wife
person.
is still considered the next of kin. If
Yeah.
they're married, she
Until the
is
children.
considered
Until there's a divorce. Until there's a divorce, the
Divorce
wife
doesn't
is in
mean it.
control.
No,
the wife is the next of kin.
it's not about who's in control. It's about the children being the children having a rightful stake on the the remains of their father. So if they go to court, the court is going to hold that money up in escrow and figure it out. Now they can have two choices. They can do it out without the court system, and the mom can say, "All right, bet." I mean, the wife can say, "Bet, I'm going to give each kid a meal and we're gonna keep it moving." She could do that, but if they go to
Maybe that
court,
was a situation with no wife or no husband. I don't know, but I know the situation that I was involved in. It the decisions went to the wife.
it's no this. But that's what I'm telling you. When there's a court, when you bring the courts in, It's no decision.
That's what I'm saying. That you would have to go to court. They would have
Yeah,
to
you're
order.
yeah, you're forward. You move forward.
It's not an automatic thing. It's not something that's automatic. No, it's not automatic. What it is that at the end of the day, the wife is the beneficiary unless that mistress decides to take her to court to get money for her children. Right. Then she can hold up that money.
Yeah, the next of kin is in control.
Decides whether or not that what piece of the pie those children should or should not receive. That's the whole reason why people have wills and they when they have their life insurance policies and things like that, they leave a beneficiary to it. And that person that's not a beneficiary gets that money.
Yeah, because the problem is you'll have
and I choose not to leave my kids a damn thing, and I put it all in my husband, and I give it all to my husband, and damn thing my kids can do about it because they ain't beneficiary. They can take him to court.
Right. Yes, you have to go to court for that. You have to go to court for that.
Right. You would have to go to court for it. So, but that was my point. My point was already.
I'm talking about initially. If something happens, it's a wrap.
We're in agreement for that. If something happens, the wife is the person is the next of kin. But if
she can spend everything, then she can spend everything and be done with it.
Not if the wife shows up. If the mistress shows up and says and has this conversation, and then the mistress says, the wife says, the wife says, kick rocks. She can immediately lawyer up, and they will freeze those funds and go through the court.
That's what I said. By then, the money could be gone already.
And then she could very much still owe the money, because once you go through the court, she can spend all the money she wants, but those kids are going to get the money that's due to them. So she'll mess around and end up being owing them kids whatever money that was due to them from the courts. The courts are
the money. You got to remember.
She can spend the money.
You got to remember the money.
She can spend the
money. I'm sorry.
I'm saying she can spend the money, but once the court say you owe these kids X amount of money, that's what's going to go into the court. And she's going to owe that money. No matter what. So even if she spent the money forever, until she paid that $2 million, $1 million to each kid, them kids are going to get a payment from her.
That's going to be determined on a judge. That's going to be determined on a judge. The judge can rule whatever way they want. But my point is,
it shouldn't even be a mistress and kids if you was
I agree. What I'm saying is the kids may be with the mistress. You can be with somebody for 5 years and have 3 kids with this person. Then you go get married. You get married, and then something happens to you. That money is going to the woman that you married, not the children. Right. The children are going to have to put a motion in to get that money. Right. But by the time all of that happens, transactions is already made.
But it doesn't matter. That's what I'm telling you. The transaction be made. But once that motion goes in and they say kid A and kid B are entitled to $1 million, she's responsible for paying $1 million, $2 million.
That's not true.
That's very true.
No, what I'm saying is if there's a marital home, if there's a home that you lived in, you have to pay those bills in that home still. The life still continues.
I get what you're saying.
No,
I get what you're saying. That has nothing to do with what's due to those children.
Yeah, life still continues. You still have to take care of the household.
I understand what the both of y'all saying. I get what Derek is saying. Y'all both saying the same thing. It's just getting.
We're saying something different.
No, Derek is agreeing with you to a certain extent.
Right.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is if you have a marital home between man and woman, but you have children over there. But the home is still continuing, and you're paying bills and you're doing whatever you got to do, but you have no children over there. And then that man perishes. The wife has control of the bank account
right now. But
that's what I'm saying.
Right, but I'm telling you, I said that. I agree with you on that. But when
And that's what I said. She can spend whatever she want to spend.
And I said I agree with you.
I got a question for you. Would y'all do it?
Will we do what?
Will we do what?
If the shoe was on the other foot, and would y'all give money to the child that your wife went out and had with another person while she was still married to you?
Yes.
I'll set up a trust.
And they'll be able to get access to it when they are 18, when they become of age.
I'll set up a trust. Whether it's college or, like he said, they'll be able to gain access to funds at a certain time. I don't have anything to do with your extracurricular activities.
Right. We're going to do what's fair.
But are you responsible to pay for it?
No, we didn't pay for it because it was with my wife's money. I'm not paying for it; she's paying for it. It comes out of her money. So
it's our money.
Oh, now it's our money because when we just did a show three weeks ago, you said my money. It had nothing to do with us. Now you got to pick a side.
That's not true. That's not true.
Did he not say that when we just did this episode with the episode about the wife who was putting money aside? Yes, he said that's my money.
He said my money.
That is definitely not true. Not 100% true. You is not gonna get that off.
Okay, we're gonna find the clip so we can replay it on the so you can.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because you said it when you said that she was stealing from you and that was your money.
I said if they're stealing.
You said it's your money. They can't steal their own money.
I said if they're stealing, but if the intent, I said the intentions change the process.
No, sir.
That's what I said. The intentions change the process.
You're gonna find the video.
It's gonna. I'm telling you what it's gonna say. The intentions change the process.
We'll listen to what it actually said.
All right. If you're taking it with the intentions to do the whole thing of what that was, and I don't want to get sidetracked, was if it was, and it's something like now. It's something like what we're talking about. The put away money. What they call it.
Erica said that. Erica said the mistress should have been putting money away the entire time.
There you go.
Paying the bills.
Saving the money, the hidden money.
You are the mistress. So you're being taken care of by somebody else's husband. You done had these babies and all this other stuff. So yeah, you should have some way, somehow been putting something to the side.
Yeah.
To support
that's what the show was about.
If this don't last.
Yeah, that's what the show was about. It was about hiding money.
But now in this day and age, we have gotten into this thing where it's acceptable, or people are just accepting. Their feelings may be hurt in the beginning of it, but now you're accepting the mistress and the extra kids.
Well, because
that's what I'm saying. The kids don't have anything to do with it.
Right. The kids have nothing to do with it. It's not the kids' fault.
They don't. They innocent little creatures. It ain't their fault.
Right.
That's what I was saying to Derek. I don't agree with that aspect.
But that's still a hard pill to swallow. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard ass pill to swallow, because if my husband, this damn door with a baby, and talk about this my child, I'm gonna have to cut that nigga. I'm gonna have to cut his ass to the white meat. I'm sorry.
She was about to go there. You heard that? You heard it? Ooh, it was about to go down.
There's gonna be some furniture moving in this damn house, because I wouldn't be able to. Even though you could say it's not the child's fault, I would have a hard time accepting that. And I
I
think I
get
would
it.
have to talk about that's something hard to say. I give kudos to women that accept these kids and these side chicks and these mistresses. I give y'all kudos because y'all damn sure better woman than me. I ain't accepting no babies.
I get it. I get it. It's tough.
I'm not doing
It's
it.
tough.
I refuse.
You gotta see this child every day. I get it.
Yes, Tammy. I can't do it. It's maybe I haven't gotten to that maturity level. But I couldn't do it. I would have to leave. I would have to we gotta get a divorce. I can't. I'm not. Because that's a constant reminder of a smack. That's like that's just a smack in the face. It's just like, and when did that become acceptable? Like I couldn't do it. I don't even know how women do it. I don't. I don't. I just don't.
It happened on Maury. It happened on Maury every day.
I don't. Listen. Like I said,
Right, Derek? Right, Derek? It happened on Maury Povich every day. Where he'd be like, "Well, you've been the father for 3 years, so you should continue."
No, hell no.
No, that don't happen.
I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm
just joking, but it do happen.
I'm not there, and I don't even know how you get there. How do you get to accept this whole ass situation right here?
Cody says you're lying.
Like you got a whole nother family. Outside of mine.
It only can be done through forgiveness. You have to be. It's a large level of maturity, and it's a big piece of forgiveness. Because at the end of the day, the person
about 10 years.
The only two people that you can hold accountable for this is when one of them is dead, and the other person is looking you in the face with 2 children that belong to him. So therefore, whatever is of his estate goes to them. Now you can be a butthead, like I said, you could be a whole butthead about it. You can set them up in a state and say, well, they can't touch to the 18, and that's the end of it. They got their money, but to make sure mom doesn't touch the money, she's not going to benefit from his death like she benefited from his life. You have every right to say that, and you can set those kids up in a state that they can't touch until they're 18. If that's how you're going to stick it to them, that's how you stick it. As long as those children are but to them, that's all that matters. You can sleep well at night knowing that you took care of those kids, without having to worry about taking care of her.
I agree with that.
Punish the kids because the kids ain't, like you said, it's not the kids' fault, and I don't think the kids should be punished for their parents' stupidity. But I'm just saying it.
Not just their parents' stupidity, it's kind of your stupidity too.
Not if you didn't know.
It's 3 in these things. There's always
signs. I see the comment.
Not if you didn't know. You can't be stupid to something that you don't have knowledge of.
I see the comment there. Did y'all read the comment?
If the wife supported the cheating, meaning if she forgave her husband, then those kids he made on the outside, they got to take care of them.
No, you don't. You don't. You ain't got to do nothing.
It doesn't matter who. It does not matter who if the wife forgave the husband for cheating. None of that matters. As long as
he dead now.
Long as that man's blood is inside of those children have a right to that estate. And you can make a decision to do it outside of courts and say, all right, I'm gonna give your kids of this $5 million. I'm gonna give.
But Derek, that's not 100% true all the time.
What do you mean it's not as true? It is always.
Anna Nicole Smith got a whole case where she married that man. She was the wife, and ain't none of his family got none of that money. Different states have different laws.
But her kid, the kid,
none of them got nothing. She got that money.
She got the money. It wasn't. He didn't have any kids. That's why she was smart.
Yeah, he did. He did have kids.
Let's fact check.
Yeah, he had kids. That was the fight. It was the kids against Anna Nicole Smith, and she got that money. They fought it.
All I know is they need to bring that law that they got over there. What's that in Georgia? I think it is, where if you, even though you have to prove, which probably won't be hard, you could sue the mistress or the side chick for interfering in marriage. That law need to be here.
That's a law for emotional distress. For emotional distress. Yeah.
That's the law. That's the law. They need to bring that here. Okay. Because I will sue the hell out of somebody. Please understand.
Yeah, suing for emotional. That happens a lot. To where if it's cheating, the wife sues, the mistress. That happens.
And she should be able to. And she should be able to sue the hell out of her ass.
That happened to an NBA. That happened to an NBA team owner.
I know. They have a movie out about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donald Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where all the money that he gave her, he had to give all of that money back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. The wife, I think the wife sued her. But
yeah. When you're the beneficiary and you're the wife, you have control.
Yeah. But
now every state is different. Every state is different, but that's why I always tell my young folks, know the language, read the language, know the law. Forget what you think and what people tell you. Know the law.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And that's just like Derek. Derek had made a comment and said that the woman is stupid too because she allowed it. Sometimes you don't allow cheating. Sometimes you just don't know.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I don't know something, it's nothing that you could say, ain't nothing you could do until it come out into the open. And
this is true.
It is what it is. It's
remember Pop Pop?
Man is gonna cheat. It's not like my husband. It's not like a man's gonna cheat and then he gonna come back and say, "Oh, by the way, I slipped up into something, a little something, and Who doing that? Ain't no man gonna tell on himself. He gonna wait till his ass is straight up busted or whatever before he let whatever be known.
Now remember Pop Pop and them 30, 40 years ago, and you go to the funeral and find out you got a whole family on the other side of town that you ain't know nothing about.
Okay.
It happened.
I just fact checked. The court case had something to do with one of his sons who was left out of the will because his father never forgave him. So he was left out of the will. So his father took him out of the will, and he wanted a piece of the money that he was not left. The rest of his children got their piece of the inheritance. He didn't.
So you're not obligated. So you're not obligated just because you're a child.
There was a will in place. We're talking about if there's no will in place. When there's a will,
that's what I said. Right. That's what I said.
But that's what I'm saying, right? I'm telling you. So you're obligated if there's no will in place. If there's a will in place, you're not. You follow the terms of the will was put in.
You froze. You froze up.
My thing is this. Everybody just needs to keep their legs crossed, and men need to keep their penises where they belong and stop sticking them where they don't. And then you won't have these issues. That's just the sum of it. Stop sticking, and stop opening, and everybody be happy. Leave people men alone.
Leave people man alone.
Yes. It's a difference between having like a boyfriend or whatever and a husband. And if you know that somebody is married, why do you even want to go there? Even though it takes two to tango, and that woman don't owe you nothing, as everybody say, she don't owe me nothing. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's all true and dandy. She don't owe you a damn thing. Your husband is the one that's supposed to be loyal to you. But at the end of the day, when you know that you're about to mess with a married man, or even a man that's in a relationship with somebody, just don't do it. It's just like, just don't do it. Like,
I get it.
That speaks volumes about somebody, about your character. Because I wouldn't want to be with nobody that do shit like that. Just don't do it. It's real simple.
Yeah, I get it. It's just like I was telling Derek, every state is different. You know, you end up being put in a situation to where now you as a child have to sue to get money from your father or your mother's estate. You know, it's sad because somebody just don't want to, you know, take care of his children.
Take care of his children.
It's sad.
It is.
Because you as the wife, as soon as it happened, you can spend everything in that account. You ain't gotta. You can do what you want to do.
I don't think that the wife should be held responsible, or even if it wasn't just a wife, it could be, you know, even if it was the other way around and the husband ended up finding, you know, the husband, you know, is around and she dies, and now you got this kid with their father, their biological father, should I say, around. I don't think anybody should say you have to be responsible for that child. No, the parents of that child should be responsible for their child. I'm not the parent. And what's left for me and to take care of me and mine is left for me and mine. Why should I have to go to court and go through all of this and all of that? Because he didn't think of you and yours the way he
because you're in charge of his affairs. You're not just in charge of your children, you're in charge of his affairs. If that's the case, if he had a secret account and they say, hey, Kyra, he had a secret account over here, do you want that account?
It's mine.
It ain't yours. Then that child is yours. Like, you don't just get to pick and choose.
Not.
Know what I'm saying? If you get to take on one of his affairs, you take them all on. You don't get to pick and choose what affairs you take on the negative just as well as you take on the positive.
No.
That's a choice. You just don't want to.
Exactly.
I mean, but that's not what
have to.
I mean, that's not what fair is then.
I shouldn't have to though, because I didn't make this situation.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's why I said if there was monies that you didn't know of, the same as you didn't know of the child, should you be awarded those monies?
If it comes to me, yes.
Then the child is the same thing.
No, it doesn't. No, that's totally different because you got a mama. You got a mother that can take care of you.
But you're taking on his opinion.
You're not gonna come into my, because he's no longer here. Like when that person is gone, now you want me.
That man.
Now you want me to take on the
responsibility. Whatever that man left behind, whether it's money, children, property, cars, whatever he left behind, now it's yours.
I don't have to take on his kids.
I agree, and I understand. What I'm saying is they're gonna sue you to get it.
Yeah.
But whatever affairs you choose, whatever affairs he left behind, now if you're the beneficiary, it's yours. That's legal. That ain't got nothing to do with what you think or what you feel.
His debt will become mine too.
Yes.
So therefore, you know, I don't have a problem paying off the debt. We was together. The debt is there. it got to get paid off. But them kids,
Yeah.
I ain't had nothing to do with that.
You ain't had nothing to do with the debt neither.
You don't know that. If you married, was yours is mine, it was mine is yours.
Boom, there go the kids. There go the kids. The kids is yours too then.
No, they're not, because I had nothing to do with that. I was not
no,
in the
what's
room
his?
with
What's his is yours.
Not all going on dates.
But no, that's what you said. No, I said the kids. The kids is yours. You just said was yours is mine, it was mine is yours. The kids is his, the kids is yours now.
The kids that I had with him, that's different. Those are ours.
Whatever way. I get it. Cousin, I get it. It is very unpopular.
That was already there.
I get it.
You already have them, that's fine. But you went out, you cheated, you lied, you ain't say shit about these little ass kids.
Yeah.
And then you want me to do what with them?
Yes, I get it. I get it. The same as if that woman gave him $1 million into a separate account. You'll want that $1 million.
If he say that again?
If that woman gave him $1 million in a separate account, you will want that $1 million.
If she gave him money in a separate account,
yeah.
Well, how am I supposed to know she gave it to him? Because
once you die and all of your information comes to on Front Street, you're gonna know everything that happens once the lawyers get involved. So if they find $1 million in an account and she say, "Hey, I want that $1 million." Hold on, wait. Let me finish. And she say, "That's my $1 million. I want it back." And you say, "No, that's my husband. I want that $1 million."
She can have it. She can have her $1 million back because I got my $5 million. You can have your $1 million.
No, I'm talking about if there was no 5. If there was no 5, I'm talking about if there was no 5.
She can still have her money. I don't want your money.
Yeah, right.
I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want the million that my husband.
It ain't nobody in this chat gonna give that $1 million back. You're gonna be like, you chose to keep.
It's her money. She can have it.
Doesn't like I said yesterday, we deal with politically correct answers and then reality.
She could definitely have her damn money back.
I'm not gonna challenge you.
If she could prove that she gave
I'm not gonna challenge you. I'm not gonna challenge you.
That money came from her, you can have your money, boo boo.
I'm not gonna challenge. I'm not gonna challenge you. Cousin, I'm not gonna challenge you. But what I'm saying is, if you have a man and you have a woman, right? And a man is cheating on his wife with a millionaire, but the millionaire put $1 million into an account. But then that man dies. And that woman now, let me finish. That woman now is the beneficiary. Let me finish. That woman now is the beneficiary of that $1 million. But y'all was struggling. Is that woman going to let me I'm almost done. Is that woman gonna say you can have your $1 million back, or is she gonna say I'm keeping this money?
Lala done entered the building.
All right.
I knew Lala was coming. Y'all, we is about to bring my girl Lala to the stage. Hey, Lala! I can't hear you.
I'm gonna turn my camera off. I'm listening.
I can hear
I'm gonna turn my camera off. I can hear you, but
you gotta turn your camera off when I get on. So I'm sorry, I'm late. I just actually just got home, but so it's a couple of things, right? You have to be some kind of person to take care of your husband, mistress, children, right?
Yeah.
I think that I've experienced, not married, but experienced being cheated on and other kids being involved, and I actually raised those kids, right, for the kids' sake, right? But I don't know if it's. I mean, I do believe that in a marriage it's a little different, a much more uh, detrimental to me. I believe the word I'm gonna use, because cheating is cheating, but I feel like in a marriage it's on a whole different level, right? Now, if he said that it's the same as if she had $1 million in the bank, I ain't giving nothing back. My husband, my money. Period. Sorry, not even trying to. Because my thing is, you knew he had a wife. You knew he had a wife, and you chose to be the side chick and have kids by him. So whatever comes with that comes with that. Now, if my husband left me millions and millions of dollars, I probably would help out the kids. Okay. Right? I might set up a fund for them to go to college or something and all that. But I'm not gonna be like, here, because you're gonna have to go get a job and work like I had to work. So I'm not like, no.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, one thing about a lot of women who is okay with being mistresses, they don't never realize or understand the dynamics of what happened if that man passes away. My dad was a busy dude. He was busy, right? But how he met my mother was a side chick, and then he married the side chick, right? But did my mother think he wasn't going to have another side chick? Because when he died, the side chick came through with another kid, right?
Damn.
But she didn't make herself known. She didn't tell nobody. She told her son that his father died, and that was the end of that, right? Okay. So when I got older and I found out about him, I'm calling on the phone like, listen, you got a kid that belongs to me. And she was like, excuse me? What? But I believe that her son's entire life, because he died when my father, he was 3 when my father died. I believe that his entire life, he told him he had no family, right? But then as a woman, right, I had to think about the logic behind her behavior, right? Did she really want to tell her son that she was a mistress? Right? Did she really care to that? Or did she want to raise her son in a certain household so he can be better at whatever he is without having to feel rejection of other family? Right? So I mean, so I think it's kind of like it's tough, right? Because we want to make sure the kids are good, right? And then women scorn or angry women don't care about the woman at all, right? But if we care about kids and we have our own kids, then we might think differently. I don't know, because I'm just not giving the money back. Go ahead. I see your hand up.
That's why I flipped it. That's why I flipped it, because we love politically correct answers. We love that. I mean, to whereas we can answer without any shame or any backlash or anything. That's why I flipped it to whereas, okay, initially the question is the mistress in the family is going through hardship and we have the money. So do we give them the money? Now I flip it to whereas, okay, the mistress is the one with the money, and we're the one with hardship. So now we're hold up, let me finish and then you can have it. I'll let you go for like 5 minutes. Now you find out your husband have $1 million in this secret bank account from his mistress, and the mistress is saying, I want this money back. That ain't for you, that was for him. Now, do you say, you know what? That ain't my money, that's your money. I'm gonna give that back to you. Or do you say, that's my husband, I'm keeping that money?
First of all, who's the bank account name in?
It's the husband's.
Okay, well, then that's my money. Sorry.
Huh?
It's my money.
That's my point. That's my point.
I'm not disputing that. I'm telling you, it's
no. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. What I'm saying is,
look. I thank you for helping my husband and giving him that money that I'm gonna now live off of, because you violated my vows and my wedding. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
No, I'm making a point. I was making a point to Kyra that whatever the husband has and is bringing to the table, even in his passing, is for the wife.
legally.
But when it's the children, I don't want shit to do with it.
But see, I don't agree with that. I mean, I think that I
didn't say that I didn't want to have anything to do with the kid. What I said was it would be hard for me to grasp that whole reality. I'm not doing shit for his emotion.
Right,
okay?
Right.
But you gotta allow me to also swallow that big ass pill that just dropped in my lap.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't
accept your kids.
That's why I said it's the reality of it. That's why I said it's the reality of it. Us having a conversation versus a reality is two totally different things.
I don't think anybody would accept that right away.
Well, I mean, when my daughter was born, and 2 years later, I walked in his mother's house, and there was another 2-year-old sitting on the bed and looked just like my daughter, and I'm like, "Who's that?" And she said, "Oh, my son's other daughter." I was like, "Excuse me," right? But I raised that little girl, and she went to college, and she lived with me, and I had her in my care. So he wasn't my husband, but for the kids' sake, I'm rocking with them. Right, so I do believe that if I don't even want to put that out there, but if I knew, if my husband had a baby, another kid outside of our marriage, yes, that immediate response is not going to be a pleasant one because you got to process that.
Of course, you're dealing with pain. You're dealing with pain. You're dealing with hurt. You're dealing with heartache. You're dealing with a whole lot of emotions and realities. I get it.
Hell, at the end
but then reality kicks in. Now, what we gonna do?
At the funeral, don't even tell me to go up to the up there to say no type of kind words because there ain't no kind word gonna be going through my head in that damn moment. Okay?
You gonna hook off. You gonna hook off in the casket.
So y'all just sit right the hell over me.
because like I said, the reality of it is right. The idea that someone is aware that a person is married and is okay with establishing a relationship and not only have a relationship but produce offspring of that person and sit in your position and sit there and now he passed away and you think that you're going to be able to reap the benefit as me as his wife because I'm the wife legally, I'm getting everything that I deserve in that relationship. Because if it was the opposite way, if it was a man whose wife had babies by another man, right? I mean, some would take care of them and some wouldn't, right? Would you take care of another man's child, especially if the mother is deceased?
You remember the movie with Frankie Lyman? Remember that? Mm-hmm. Where it was Halle Berry and it was remember that? And what happened at the end of the movie? The legal wife at the time that hit came into play, that's who got the money.
Right.
It's who's the legal beneficiary at the time of death.
And that's why I tell people, I know people that have been in a relationship for 20-something years. They not married. He passed away, and she got to call his kids to come bury him.
Yeah,
that's another story. But
I was in a situation like that. I was in a situation like that with somebody very, very near and dear to me. Mm-hmm. And I watched some of the other family, like some family members, come in that didn't even know him like that. Mm-hmm. And they controlling this and controlling that. And I mean, it happened to me probably twice in the last 4 years. Where it was two people that was very, very close to me. And they came in and they was just controlling everything. And I'm like, you don't even know his favorite color.
Yeah, because when it comes to death, that's when people come. They're trying to figure out what they can get. I think
but that's what I was explaining. That's what I was explaining to Derek. The next of kin is who's in charge.
Right. Next of kin is the oldest adult child.
Or the wife. Or the husband.
Or the wife, yeah. Or the wife or the husband. And it's sad because in some states, even with a will, like I know my second mother, when her father died.
You can fight it.
When her father died, there was a will giving her the house. But the state of Virginia gave it to his son.
Yeah, you can fight it.
He had to sign it up, but he didn't want the house. The will said she gets the house. But in the state of Virginia, their laws don't honor a will. They go by next of kin. So the son had to sign over the house to her because
that's why I say to him, depending on the state. Yeah, depending on the state, It's going to depend on what how the judge rules.
But they didn't even have to do it. It's a lot. I think it's a lot. I don't think people even realize the magnitude of how those decisions that we make, the decisions that we make, affect our world as a whole. Just people, our children, everything, right? A heated passion can destroy an entire legacy or even emotional and mental state of a person.
I see it all the time. I seen a young woman state that about Black athletes and building the African American community. And what she said was, she was saying that you have a chance to help build the African American community, but while you marrying out and then you pass away, you're giving away your legacy as far as building up the community, because that money is going to go to another community.
Okay, that's interesting.
And I was like, you know what? I can understand that. Yeah. I can understand that. It's tough, but I can understand it.
But then that's a different topic when you ask why those decisions being made. You know, are we raised to have a preference, right? Or do we just like what we like? I'm just asking.
Of course.
Right. So if you're an NBA player and you like this other chick, the snowflake, you like her because she's beautiful to you. But it's not that you don't like the chocolate bunny. It's the matter that you just like the snowflake. Does that mean that you are doing a disservice to your community? I'm just throwing stuff out there. Right?
You have some people that's about what they want to build for themselves, and you have people that want to build the culture. That like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of those people, they gave their lives for the culture, for the people. You have some people that's like, nah, I'm just gonna get my money, my bread, and I'm gonna build my house, and me and my family gonna live the way we gonna live, and that's it. Some people don't mind putting themselves and their lives on the line for the benefits of the culture. And that's the difference.
So there are a lot of people that, depending on how they were raised and the relationship dynamic with their own mother, is the reason why they go outside of their race, right? I'll give you an example. My brother went to school in Binghamton. He went to Binghamton University. He never came back, right? And you all know what's up in Binghamton. I don't got to tell y'all, right? So one day I asked him, like, yo, what's up? Why is it always snowflake? Right? And he was like, because I don't want nobody like you or my mother. And I was like, whoa. I don't understand what that means when it comes to me. But my mother, I could definitely understand it. So a lot of times, and I'm not making excuses, I'm just saying a lot of times the decision making that some people are doing has a lot to do with upbringing and the people in their life.
I'll give you a different side. I give you a different side.
Come on. What?
I give you a different side of that coin. Like I'm a firefighter, right? I'm a director. I'm a different things. I wear different hats, right? I grew up in the middle of Patterson, right? You follow me? I grew up in the middle of Patterson, middle of the hood. My access was me and my people, right? That was my access. That's who had access to me. That's who I had access to, right? Minorities. Now I become this firefighter, right? Firefighter of the year. I'm national firefighter of the year. I'm all of these different places. I'm a director. I'm in different rooms. Now I'm in places that I have different access, and people have access to me that never seen me before. I never seen them before. Now I'm in bigger rooms.
Right.
I'm in bigger situations. I mean, so maybe some women that didn't even view me or see me or have access to me. Now they're seeing me and like, oh, who is this guy? You get what I'm saying? Not saying that that's my avenue, but now the access to me changes because my dynamic changes.
I can understand that.
Yeah, now I'm being put into. So when you see these guys on draft day or they in, you know, they in movies or they in this, that, you know, they came from a place that was this big. Now they somewhere that's this big. And you have way more people that have eyes on them now. They're viewing them, they seeing them. And now they like, oh, we like this dude. Like, who is this guy? Where he come from?
Right.
And they like, oh, who's that person? I ain't never seen that before. Like, what's that?
Right.
I mean, so when you broaden your horizons, and you put yourself in different situations and different platforms and on different, you know, different arenas, you get different access.
But then in those situations, you have to figure out whether or not a person
You gotta make a decision.
Yeah, they generally want to deal with you because of you, the person, or for substance of what you have, or what they think you have, or what the perception
that can
is
go,
of what you
that can go either way. That can go either way.
Absolutely. But do you forget that you married because people have this type of access? Like, do you forget that part?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Like, I'm asking, I'm saying, because now, like you say, you're on a big platform, and you forget you married, you forget you got a wife.
I'm not talking about adultery. I'm not talking about the adultery part. I'm just talking about when you are secluded to a certain area or arena.
Okay.
And then you're being put into a bigger platform. Now people see you and have access to you, and you have access to more people and different people. Now that was a sidebar. It wasn't about marriage or adultery or anything like that. So my apologies for, you know, going left. But I was just giving our sister a different, you know, just a different viewpoint.
I get it.
Yeah. I don't want no sauce. I don't want no sauce. Trust me, I don't want no sauce. I was doing good the whole show. I don't want no sauce.
People just got to remember what they, you know, when you married, you married. That's it.
Absolutely. Like I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the adultery and the cheating, and I don't believe in that. I truly don't. Like I said in the past, I said that in the past show that I don't believe that another person can fix your problems. They're just going to create more problems for you. Like basically, I put it in a post before. The person that's looking to do your partner harm is the enemy. And you aiding and abetting this enemy by putting a knife in your own partner's back. Because every time your partner walk out the door, people are going to look at her or him and laugh at them. And you aided in making your partner look like a joke. So do you really have the best interest for your partner? No, it's selfish.
Very selfish.
You want what you want. So I don't believe in that. I don't believe in humiliating your partner. I don't believe in that. I think that's the ultimate betrayal.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times when people make those decisions, it's really about them. It's not even about their partner.
Yeah,
like you said, selfish. It's really about them and what it is that they want and how they're feeling. Never mind how that other person will feel if they find out, right? The energies are being shared, and you don't even, people always want what they can't have.
That is true.
And us as men is supposed to protect women, and you don't. And a lot of us get it confused because they think protection is just the physical and fighting and the fists. No, a man is supposed to protect you emotionally, physically, mentally. financially, you know, all of those different things. Protection is not just with the fisticuffs. That's not what it is.
Mm-hmm. That's
I
a
mean, you're
one-on-one.
supposed
That's
to
a
protect.
one-on-one class that a lot of men need. Because let me tell you something. What I'm learning. You know, I'm gonna be 50 this year, and what I'm learning that there's a lot of people, a lot of men who really don't have a clue in regards to certain aspects of life, especially when it comes to the relationship dynamic. And sometimes it's the teacher or lack of teachers in their life, um, giving guidance from people, your friends who really don't have a clue, right? And then, you know, it's just it's a lot. But that digging back.
That's
Well, he just came to close it out. That's all he came to. He came to close it out.
Wow.
he ain't come to do
Hey, Gliss.
Okay,
Hey.
yeah. Lala came and took your spot.
He saw an hour pop up, and he was like, "All right, let's go. Time to shut it down."
I got out here late,
Let's go
so
on home.
It's
I
all good in the
apologize.
hood. Well,
Next time I'll be on time.
we are definitely going to end the podcast. It was a good podcast, and I thank Lala for popping in. You looking good, Lala.
Thank you. Thank
Always,
you.
always.
Thank you.
I ain't
Yeah,
see a
all right.
moment she wasn't. I ain't see a moment she wasn't. Come on, somebody.
Amen.
My last words of the night is just gonna be hide your wives, hide your husbands.
Make sure them policies is correct.
Yo, you terrible for that one.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
saying.
I'm gonna follow that. If you're a mistress, take out a life insurance policy. Take out your own policies, so you ain't got to worry about nothing she took out for herself. You got your
And
own stuff
if
already.
he's really down for you, he'll take out a
Well,
policy for you.
I have seen videos, and I've seen a lot of these, especially on TikTok, of the mistresses and the side chicks, and they all already saying they got their insurance policies, like they got everything they need from that man that they've been with, sleeping with, paying whatever. So you know, people. When I say people are making this like it's okay to be a mistress or it's okay to be a side chick, that shit is so damn whack. It's ridiculous.
Becoming a generational thing. Well,
Marriage is
I get it.
honorable. Marriage is honorable before God. That's all. That's what I'm gonna give you. Marriage is
Yeah,
honorable before God.
yeah, but
And
the people that's in
if
the
it,
marriage got to honor it too.
That's a
well,
fact.
that's period. Marriage is honorable before God.
Now, there goes
So
the finger.
you would have to. If you're saying if you would dishonor something before God, then go have at it. But if you take it into like, would I do this in front of Jesus? Then you should just keep it moving. I tell people all the time. I keep my feet from under another man's table. You can admire the table, but don't put your feet under it if it ain't
Mm,
yours.
I
Come
know
on,
that's
somebody.
right. Hmm.
All
And
right
vice
now.
versa.
I ain't never heard that before. All right.
So tell the chick, don't sit on another woman's lap.
What?
You said don't put your feet under the table. I'm saying tell the next woman don't sit on another woman's lap.
That sounds like
It sound a
some
little
poly
exciting.
shit.
That sounds like what I
That sounds
said.
like
I'm
some poly
glad
shit.
white meat.
You about to turn this whole podcast into
This about to be
But
Kenny
don't make me
conversation
take my
after dark.
earrings off. White meat.
Yo.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Lala, for tuning in, boo. You are
Anytime.
appreciated.
Anytime. Next time I'll be on time.
When the big day.
5:25:25.
All right now.
What's that? What's the big day?
My wedding.
He about to lock it down.
Congratulations, sister. Congratulations.
He said, "Ain't nobody getting no piece of la."
Congratulations. And I think that's my cue with my final words. Let's get back to family.
Yes, let's get back to family, as Roshan said. So everybody, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. We'll see y'all same time next week, same time, hopefully on time. Till next time.
Right.
Peace, love, and blessings, y'all. Yeah.